Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the coin. Chelsea nil, Aston Villa nil, FA Cup fourth round. This is your match review, post-match reactions. Man, as the game is now over and it's slowly starting to sink in, we should have won that game, man. We really should have won that game. I mean, unnecessary for us to have this replay now against Aston Villa at their home ground, Villa Park, where the record for them is incredible. So we'll have to do something special over there. We played a very good game in the first half. Honestly, we did. We created a nice opportunity for Madueke, and we're going to talk about some key moments in the match, some key personnel that we need to talk about. Madueke had a really good chance. Cole Palmer, at least a couple of really, really big chances off the back of his own interceptions. There was a header for Badiashile as well. We should have been at least 2-0 up at half-time. Like the match, Villa really didn't pose any threat in the first half. Aston Villa in the entire match only came alive in the last 20 to 25 minutes of the second half. Prior to that, they weren't doing anything. We had the match in control, even with the limitations. Early on, ladies and gentlemen, Levi Colwill, yet another injury. Levi Colwill is now injured. We don't know for how long, but he was warming up and he got injured, and Alfie Gilchrist had to come in. Alfie Gilchrist actually played good, and kudos, big up to the owners and the board. You've found yourself another pure profit player, which I'm pretty sure you're going to sell for about 20, 25 million, 30 million max sometime next year. That goes straight into your profit. But some of the key things that I want to talk about today, we'll start things off with Madueke. Regardless of whether it's Mudryk, whether it's Madueke, it's not Chelsea standard. It's not Chelsea standard. I know Madueke in recent times has been okay, but when we say a player has been okay in this era, like under the new ownership, what are we really basing that on? What are we like? Because our standard's been so poor, anything remotely good, we think, yeah, that's very good. But when you think about the caliber of wingers we used to have in Roman times, Madueke, the brother, lovely ball from Enzo Fernandez. Cole Palmer does really well to get the ball. Slips in a fantastic pass. Really lays it off nicely for Madueke with his left foot. Opens up the body nicely as well. You expect Madueke to absolutely lace that shot and have so much venom in that shot so that Emiliano Martinez doesn't have the time to react and make a save. Some people will say that was a good save from Martinez, but I say, looking back, there wasn't enough venom in the shot. You're in that position, you're in that slot, especially with your left foot. You're meant to absolutely annihilate that. And games like this, these are the differences. I can't blame too much Pochettino today, especially first half. I'm going to get to the second half. I think Pochettino has to take a little bit of the blame as well in terms of in-game management. But Madueke, all throughout the match as well, some of the times when he was dribbling, a bit of directionless. His right foot as well, trying to cross in. They're not really going into people. Sometimes the crosses are very weak. Disappointing, man. Disappointing that Madueke, off the back of his recent sort of off-the-bench cameos and he's looked good, he finally gets a start. And he didn't capitalize. That was a moment. Like, if you're going to be something special, if you're really going to outshine, you stand out at Chelsea Football Club, you're trying to send a message to the fans, to the manager. Those are the moments that you got to seize your opportunity, my man. Those are the moments that make you from being an average player to an elevated player. You miss those chances. It all goes back to the sense that you're just another guy for Chelsea Football Club now. Those are the moments. You have to stay so focused that now I've got to put this away. This is what is going to make me into a proper Chelsea winger. Cole Palmer as well, I have to admit, today wasn't a good game, but I don't want to be too harsh on Cole Palmer because Cole Palmer's been fantastic this season. So Cole Palmer gets a pass because credit in the bank. Credit in the bank. But I think there's a bit of a pattern whenever Cole Palmer plays as a false nine, and that's the other topic, should we have played a false nine? Should we have started with Broja, but maybe Broja can't play two matches so close to each other because of the injury history? Also, when Broja came on in the second half anyway, what did he give us? If anything, he probably proved everyone that, yeah, he needs to be sold. And if anything, the price tag that we have for Broja, 35 million, is probably reduced. But Cole Palmer, every time he plays false nine, he tends to miss all of these easy chances that when he plays just behind, he seems to lash onto them and score. Really good work from Cole Palmer to read the game well and intercept, but then he gets into positions where he has to score and then he doesn't score. We saw that against Middlesbrough as well. But as I said, I don't want to be too harsh on Cole Palmer. I think Cole Palmer, is another young player. You're going to have an off game here and there, but predominantly he's been good all throughout this season. So don't want to be too harsh on Cole Palmer. Raheem Sterling. What can I say about Raheem Sterling, man? He's crazy. I like this guy, but he's so inconsistent. He's so highly inconsistent. From a player that is meant to be having wealth of experience, earning so much money, every time Raheem Sterling from the left side today, he was getting into some tasty positions in the final third. Every single time it was a wrong decision or the execution was poor. My man, we need you to deliver in these type of matches. These are the matches you have to deliver for us. Raheem Sterling at this stage, the way he's carrying on, by the end of this season, in the summer window, I'm pretty sure he's going to be sold. He's on high wages as well. The output is not matching up with the wages. And the way Chelsea are moving at the moment, where they're looking to reduce the wage bill even more, I think his position is definitely in trouble. In midfield, we went with the three-man midfield: Conor Gallagher, Enzo Fernandez, and Caicedo. And you know what? I sort of said that in my preview that's the midfield to go through, because I kind of expected Aston Villa to have a strong team, which they did, and I expected them to sort of come at us and then play with a high line, which they at times did, and then at times they didn't. I think predominantly they actually sat back. I just thought someone of Conor Gallagher's quality might come in handy off the ball, win it, and then start a counter. Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo were very good for me. Not so much in the second half. No one was good in the second half. I thought Enzo, his ability to spray those passes from deep, especially that pass to Cole Palmer, which then went to Madueke. I thought Enzo Fernandez was good. Caicedo doesn't get to get involved too much in the build-up, but his off-the-ball positioning was very good. I know there have been times where we looked like it was just empty in midfield. It's going to be difficult because Caicedo can't be everywhere. And when you're playing with him as the deepest midfielder and no one next to him. But Caicedo with the ball, there were some couple of really good passes. Off the ball as well, I think overall, Caicedo and Enzo looked all right. Gallagher, again, 50-50. There were certain things he did well, certain things he didn't do well. And a lot of people will say, oh, here we go, he's a hater, he's another agenda on Gallagher. Ask yourself the question, is that the player that you need over there? I would like to see a Chukwuemeka in that position, a little bit more attacking flair. But no, people will be all about agenda. No, Gallagher didn't do anything wrong. It's not about him not doing anything wrong. It's about, could we get someone else to give us more in that position? I tend to think so. I think someone like Chukwuemeka would have been good. But is Chukwuemeka fit to start? That's the other question. We've got fitness issues. In the defensive line, I think overall I was pretty happy with everyone. Alfie Gilchrist did really well. Really well in the sense that he didn't make any mistake. For a youngster, stayed composed. It's not like he was bombing up and down in that right side. And he wouldn't even expect it to start. He was just thrown into the starting lineup because Levi Colwill got injured. Desasi, Silva were good. Obviously, makeshift left back with Buddy Shield. Buddy Shield There were some iffy moments. There were some shaky moments. Buddy Shield needs to really wake up, man. He needs to get serious. Thiago Silva, once again, our standout defender at the age of 39. Last season as well. Petrovic, for me, the man of the match. Petrovic kept us in. Big save in the second half. Huge save from Matty Cash. Undoubtedly, this guy's the Chelsea number one now. We've seen enough games now to say he's Chelsea number one. The calmness he has, the composure, his ball distribution is getting, you're starting to see that he's not a Mickey Mouse when it comes to ball distribution. Shot stopping, unbelievable. Just a total calmness. Absolutely commands his box. If it wasn't for him in the second half, we were dead. Now, in regards to Pochettino, ladies and gentlemen, Pochettino, there's not much I can say about him in the first half. I think the tactics were good. The structure was good. Players let him down. But in the second half, you can sense danger. Us fans watching the match, everyone can sense 25 minutes before the match ended, Aston Villa was coming into the game heavily. Corners after corners. Shots. You should be sensing to make these changes quicker. You're bringing in Chukwuemeka 5 minutes before the match is ending. Chilwell came on. Chilwell probably wasn't ready to play another match today. He just wasn't on it. On that left side when he came on, there was nothing happening from that left side. Looks like, Chilwell's probably not ready to have two matches so close to each other when he's just come back from injury. But Chukwuemeka, someone like Broja could have been introduced a bit earlier. But then again, what can you expect from Broja? Mudryk. Did Mudryk even touch the ball when he came on? Mudryk looks so disinterested now. He's hiding behind Chilwell. He's not touching the ball at all. Big concerns about Mudryk. Big concerns. We have to, this January window, we need to help this team out. We need to help this manager out. This board, these owners. Benzema's right there. Ladies and gentlemen, he's right there. This team is screaming out for some experience. Screaming out for some goals. Just go out there and do this. Don't worry about John Duran. I know now we're linked with Callum Wilson. To be honest, look, I'm not too fussed about Callum Wilson. I think he's all right. Short-term solution. But he's also injured all the time. Always seems to be injured. Like another Reece James. I think someone like Callum Wilson probably would have scored today. Probably would have scored. But we need to do something about that striker position because we can't score goals. We can't score goals from that striker position. I know last game against Middlesbrough, everyone scored, but I'm talking about the striker, the one player up front that's going to be able to give us a lot of goals. It's an issue. It's an issue. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a bit bummed off with this. I didn't expect a replay, and the replay is going to happen in between some really big games. We got Liverpool coming up next up at Anfield. Off the back of that announcement that Klopp made that he's leaving at the end of the season. That's going to be a difficult game. Then we've got, I think, Wolves. Soon we're going to have this replay very soon at Villa Park, which is not going to be easy. And then we've got the Carabao Cup final as well. I think there's matches in between with City. Needed this win badly to just continue with the momentum. But once again, the momentum's broken, and now we have these these matches coming up. It could go south real soon, man. It really could go south real soon. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts about this match. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. I shall see you guys for another live stream tomorrow morning. Catch you then, everyone. Take care. See ya. Bye.